I want to get the other days caught up so I can see the prologues when they happen. I won't want to risk setting up for a epilogue that isn't there and then have my save files go away again. So, damn, Dwayne's already at day 19? Fuck. All right, so as of the most recent public build, I think it's the most public build, right? 1.173, yeah. We've got Richard at day 23. God damn. Darius is, I don't know, not Darius. Dwayne is at day 19, I guess. Oh, Chester has an epilogue. Okay. Nice. Oh, okay. So I'm reading through the dev log updates on the itch page, and I'm seeing one that says that there is bonus content that's Patreon exclusive and won't be in public builds. One of them is a Spencer/Azagal bonus update. I'm a little torn on that, to be honest with you. I don't particularly care for Patreon content that's exclusive. I wouldn't make the sex scenes exclusive if I didn't have to. Like, if there was just a rating system on YouTube to be like, oh, this is adult content, you can only show it to verified, like, people who have put in their age on their account or something. Like, that, I feel like should be an option, but it just isn't. Newgrounds had it 20 fucking years ago, but YouTube can't get their fucking heads around that. That's the only reason I've ever done exclusive content. So to know that there's whole updates that will never be public, like, I can early access, totally understand, because that stuff will eventually be publicly available. But like, price gating content just because you're poor doesn't mean you're less of a fan, you know? But you know, that's not just something that, you know, extracurricular activities, now that I know, is that it's not, they're not the only ones to do it. A lot of YouTubers do it, and it always bothers me whenever I see that. So that's a little disappointing, to be honest with you. I understand the need to get more traction to the Patreon thing, to the Patreon page, but yeah, still not a fan of that decision, no matter who does it. Okay, so I see Spencer's epilogue mentioned in update 1.159, and that's already plenty as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'm sure I could just send fucking Dine a message and ask him, like, hey, what fucking epilogues are currently available? Let me see if I just do that real quick, because this shit's taking a fucking while. Okay, I sent Dine Wolf a message, and in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started on rebuilding the save files. I'm going to record it, but I'm going to cut out a fuckload of the work, because I'm not rereading all of the fucking game. All right. Fair enough. Hey, this looks a lot better than it did fucking last time. Nice. Thomas. Oh, shit. I thought the save file name was the character name. My bad. Oh, man. I'm looking at, like, the Richard stuff is all new, so I don't want to accidentally wind up on Richard's route. Who the fuck is this? And why are they off screen? What's going on here? Oh, that's Dwayne. Okay, so this is definitely new. I don't know a damn thing. Whoa, hold up. Oh, Richard's fucking drunk. I don't know. Again, I don't want to accidentally do Richard's route here. Say something. Richard, what are you doing? I'm going to have to reread all this because this is different. What the? Hold the fuck up. What is this? What the fuck is this? Dine just messaged me back. Currently, as of right now, again, August 15th, the only 3 epilogues that are out are Harold, Spencer, and Chester. Okay, cool. I remember the Bara Godmother. This is fucking new. It looks cool. Why, taking a look at all the hunky men you've been ogling lately. I don't know why she's just soft-spoken Darius. What? As I said, your soul is full of lusty longings. Well, there's that. I suppose your heart yearns for more, too. It's time you really put yourself out there. You need to satisfy these cravings, or you might just go mad. This is all a dream, isn't it? Perhaps it is. So, what men in your life are driving you wild? There's Dozer. Oh, what a lovely way to start with this mountain of a man. Dozer? He really is, but he's so quiet and keeps to himself. I don't know. I don't know if he'd want to open up to me. He might not, but who knows? Coach Grifter? Isn't this your teacher? Yeah, and my tennis coach. He's a really nice guy, and he's pretty handsome. He sure is. He's a teacher, coach, and a writer. He just published a book recently. He's rather impressive. A man of many talents, it sounds like. A real catch. Oh, he looks like a friendly one. Jesus Christ. This is all crazy. Oh, man. That's Chester. He is really friendly. I'd like to think we're friends, but I think that's all we have right now. There's nothing wrong with having more friends. Darius, too? Darius literally in a thrust. He looks a little devious. Oh, he is. He's a bit much for me to deal with at times because of how perverted he is. I can see how that might be a bit much for some. Oh, really now? Richard, I'm sure you know as well as I do that he has a certain charm to him. He does. I think I'd enjoy spending more time with him and getting to know him even better. Among other things, I'm sure. Maria! I'm not Maria, I'm your Bara Godmother. Spencer's here too? Your best friend, right? He is. I'm always going to be thankful to have such a good friend in my life. As you should be. Ooh, and who's this precious-looking man? I've never met him before, but that would be Dwayne. That's my math teacher, Mr. Lockwood. Oh, he's also a teacher? Kind of takes the edge off of coach, but okay. Mr. Lockwood. I don't know a whole lot about him. He seems nice enough, but I don't really know what he's doing here. Perhaps your mind thinks there could be more, but not this time. Is that everyone then? Everyone in what sense? Why, all the men your heart might have some interest in. My heart? What are you saying? I'm saying you have quite the buffet of meat to choose from. I can't help but wonder if you've been here before, though. Perhaps you've already had a sampling of what's on the menu? Let's find out. The Bara Godmother flicks her wand, and in an instant... Oh my. Okay, well, there's censoring to be had. Not sure why Chester and Dozer specifically. Maybe it's because the save files are gone from Coach Grifter. And I guess since I'm not done with Darius, is this like a whole, oh, you're repeating everything thing? I don't know what the fuck. Aha, it seems you have been. You're a hungry man, aren't you? What are you talking about? Nothing. We still have more to do here. There seems to be a little too much to choose from, so why don't we fix that? You can't have everything after all, even if that's what you really want. Oh, so these are the two that we have points with right now. Interesting. This is an interesting way to handle this particular aspect of the game, choosing the route. It's less hope to God to get the right thing and aiming towards something, and then you get to choose. So that's nice. This should make things easier. Looks like you've been playing the field. Keeping your options open is never a bad idea. Worry not, I'm here to help you narrow it down even more. Who will it be? Who will it be? Aha, I know just who it'll be. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I think I'll leave the two of you alone for a moment. Who? What do you mean? You'll see. Farewell, Thomas. What? No! That's not what I've... Really? God damn it, I gotta start back over again? Wow, okay, yeah, that's... God damn it. So I have to completely ignore everything to do with everyone else. God damn it. I just totally skipped everything. God damn. Okay. Well, I guess that's the only way we can, is just being a dick to everyone else. Not just, avoiding it, but just being like, no. Reading the book. Reading the book. Reading the book. Reading the book. Okay, so we got the right one. There he is. You're still here. And he leans up, and it's basically the same scene as before, just with a different thing. Reach out, float towards you, hands reaching out, face close, lips pressed against yours. All right, so during the games, as long as you did all of the strength stamina stuff, you should win most of the games. Play them all. You'll end up with all your tokens to get coach a prize. Okay, so throw the ball. Oh, we lost? Damn, that means we fucking... Damn, we did the right thing, but we still didn't get... Oh. If you don't win enough of the games, what the hell? I literally followed the goddamn thing, but if he gets you a prize, tell him you like it for a point, of course. For a love point. That means we're behind 1 point because we... Damn. Well, that stinks. Wonder why that fucking happened. And it's written by Dine, like the author of this. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline is also on screen. That is different now. And I know because for a long time now, I have included the National Suicide Prevention Hotline in the description of all my videos. Someone asked me once, they were like, why do you do that? And I was like, because you never know who the fuck needs it. You never know. If there's a tiny chance that someone happens to be watching my video and goes to the description and they see that there and they need it to be there, then it's fucking worth the tiny effort it takes to put it there. The Bare Belly shirt. We had the white Bare Belly shirt, but it recently got ruined, so we no longer have the Bare Belly shirt, but it was so cute when we did. I miss it. What is this picture? Hold up. Oh, that's a nice picture of him. He only kind of looks like himself, but that's a nice picture. Oh, hey, the person at the apparently Walmart shopping aisle. Didn't there used to be a better picture for the school store than this? Because this is straight up just the school supplies aisle at a Walmart. Look at him with his picture. See that? I guess that's like his current thing. The thing that was throwing me off of the other picture is that he looked thinner and had more hair. So I guess his phone picture is like an older one. 993636369. Why? Why do you do that like this? Day 23. Day 23. Oh, this motherfucker. Nice. I believe him. Nice. Good call, coach. Spencer, what the cuck? If you got him the bear during the amusement park date, you'll have extra dialogue for the following days. Even though I did nothing wrong, I didn't get the goddamn bear. So, Papa Bear. Papa Bear. Where the fuck is this? Where is this? Whoa. Whoa, he goes to therapy? Wow, this is really nice, actually, to see him come back to therapy, like, on screen. That's fantastic. I'm very happy to see Harold go to therapy. That's wonderful. Whoa. Wow, okay. I love you, plus 10 points. Man, they really did a lot to, like, bring home the reality of what he's going through. That's really great. Honestly, that's fantastic. Ooh, look at them in suits. That's nice. May. What was the date? I was born on May 26th. Dude, my next birthday will be my 30th. That just doesn't feel real, dude. I'm gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 30. Why does this picture look like it's an apocalypse? What's going on with this? Oh, look at fucking Harold's picture there. See, that looks much more like him. That's fucking awesome. And this is where the epilogue happens. Oh. The little heartfelt stuff from Dine. Thanks for the support. And, hey, what? When that happened, maybe it's in the extras? Bonus days? Epilogues. Yeah, here we go. I guess Chester's is already available? Huh. Well, let's do Harold here real quick. And then maybe we can also do Chester while we're here. What the fuck? Whoa. Okay, so I guess that's a way to show the passage of time. And you've been living with a bear, so I guess gonna get more rugged. I can't believe the bus decided to run late today. Coach Grifter is my teacher for this class, so I'm sure he'll understand. The classroom is empty. Where is everyone?
No, there you are, Thomas. You're a bit late to class, aren't you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach. My bus ran late today, so it put me behind. Why isn't anyone else here?
I just had everyone turn in their papers for today. It'll give me time to start reading through them. Since you're here, I guess I'll let you go ahead and turn yours in too. Maybe I won't dock you for being late.
I hope he's joking about that.
No worry, I'm just joshing. I know you can't help it with your bus being late, so I'll cut you some slack.
Thanks, Coach. I guess I have some time to burn now before my next class. Doesn't start for a couple hours.
If you like, you could always keep me company while I read reports. I always come across some hilarious things in these papers.
Real professional of you, Coach. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. What should I do? Hang with Coach. This is an alternate version of one of the previous things, but the beard is there, so this is different. What is happening? Do I even have to ask myself? Of course I'll hang with Coach. You don't mind me hanging here with you?
Not at all. In fact, I'd be happy if you did. In fact, follow me to my office.
Sure. Why are the lights off? Oh, there we go. Did you need me for something in here? Yep. Okay, so the epilogue will in fact have a version on OnlyFans and a version on YouTube. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, I was saying like this is eerily familiar. It isn't now, and the beard was a clue that this wasn't just a repeat.
I have a bonus assignment for you to take care of. I'll guarantee you leave my class with a perfect grade if you manage to complete it.
What is the assignment?
Papa Bear needs to be satisfied.
Coach Grifter ran his arms over his desk and sent everything that was on it to the floor. Dude, there's a fucking computer monitor on the desk. Like, that's some reckless behavior. He sat on top of his desk with his legs spread apart, and he began unbuttoning his shirt. Go ahead and roll for initiative to see who goes first. What? Roll for initiative. You looked down at your hand and you saw that you were holding a dice. A dice? That's incorrect. So you dropped it onto the floor. Nat 20. Looks like Thomas goes first. Phew. So this is a dream. Now what? That's up to you. You can do whatever you want on your turn.
He's right. Feel free to do anything you want.
How do I pass the assignment? You just have to finish the quest. What quest?
I'm the quest. Show me just how well you can wield that great club of yours.
Anything for my Papa Bear. You approached where Harold was sitting and his arms wrapped around your waist as your eyes closed.
Another 20? A critical hit. You keep rolling like that and I'm done for. Thomas. Ooh, Thomas. I love you. My baby bear.
There he is. There we're actually, in the right area. My dear baby bear. Papa bear.
There you are. I thought you were awake already, but you were talking in your sleep. It sounded like you said something about initiative.
My dream had something to do with L&L, I think. But we were back in your office at the college.
My old office, huh? It's been about a year since I was there last.
We have to emphasize the time skip here. It's been a while.
Is what kind of L&L game were we playing in my office to get you morning wood like this?
You were belly to belly with the bear, and your erection was obvious to him as it poked his thigh. He reached down under the blanket and gently tugged on it. I think you were sitting on your desk with just a shirt and tie on, and you said something about my quest being to please you. If I did, I'd get a perfect grade in your class.
I see. Did you have some kind of fantasy getting with your teacher in his office that you never got to fulfill?
Maybe I did.
I'll keep that in mind. And you sure do like it when I just wear a shirt and tie, don't you?
You know I do.
Maybe I'll treat you to that after my book signing. That's what I planned on wearing today.
That'll give me something to look forward to then.
You're not already looking forward to our game tonight? We should be fighting the boss tonight.
Oh, that's right. Well, I better get really good reward for this.
There's bound to be something worthwhile there.
Are we just ordering pizza again, or did you want to do something else?
We might as well order pizza since it's something everyone likes. I think I'll make a dessert for at the very least.
That sounds good to me. Harold pulled you close to him and nuzzled against your cheek while rubbing his hands up and down your back. He growled softly, kissed your cheek, then kissed your neck and growled again.
You ready to take a shower? We have to be at the bookstore at 9, and I'd like to have breakfast before we leave.
Can I have 5 more minutes of cuddling?
5 whole minutes? I don't know if we have time to spare for that.
His hold loosened and he started to roll over. You were quick to grab him and hold him tight. We could spend just 5 less minutes in the shower, though. Just 5 more.
I suppose I can spare just a few more minutes of my time.
You expected him to just hold you, but that's not what you got. Harold decided to roll over anyway, but it was towards you. You were forced onto your back, the naked bear rolled over on top of you, completely covering you in his thick, furry warmth.
Think you can handle 5 minutes of me on top of you like this?
You're not using your full weight, so of course I can.
And if I did?
His body pressed down on you, and while your breathing was somewhat restricted, it wasn't enough for you to want him to move. Still fine.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Despite what you said, he supported himself on his knees and elbows, so all of his weight wasn't on you. You weren't able to wrap your arms around him, but you were able to drag your fingertips through his fur along his sides and parts of his back. I just love how warm and soft you are. You gave his sides a squeeze and kneaded them after.
I think I've put on an extra few pounds the last few months.
Maybe. You are feeling a bit softer than you used to. You might want to start practicing with the team again to keep the extra weight off. You spent a lot of time at your desk, so it wouldn't hurt.
You're right, huh? Think I'll start playing with you guys again this coming week if I can.
I'm sure the new coach wouldn't mind. After all, you made the team what we are now.
I'll take credit for some of that. I guess you should enjoy your chunky bear while you can.
You ground his belly against you, dropped down again, and his eyes fixated on yours.
Have I told you lately that I love looking into your eyes?
Pretty sure you told me just last night.
Did I?
And the day before that. I might just start believing you at this rate.
I'll tell you as many times as I have to. Because I really...
His head moved closer to yours.
Really...
His nose touched yours, and his eyes stayed locked with your eyes.
Really love looking at them.
I'm glad you do.
I think our 5 minutes is about up, too. Let's get this day going. Right after this.
Your noses are already touching. With just a little adjustment, his lips connected with yours. While he kissed you, his body slipped down, and one of his hands ended up under your head to pull you as deeply as possible into the kiss. You dug your fingers into his fur and held him close for the duration of the kiss. He pulled free from you and followed it up with a kiss of you on your nose.
All right, let's go.
He pushed himself up to his knees, and he took his belly in his hands to bounce it around while you rubbed his thighs.
It really has gotten bigger, hasn't it?
Maybe a little. You patted the gut and grabbed 2 handfuls of it. You still look amazing, and we'll work on trimming it down again.
I would appreciate the help. Can't even see my boy hiding under it like this.
He leaned back and hefted his stomach up more, then his erection popped out and slapped it down against you.
There we go. He's being crushed down there.
My poor bear and his massive package.
It's a gift and a curse sometimes.
He let go his stomach, to raise his arms up, stretching them wide and opening his mouth to let loose a cavernous yawn. You enjoyed the show he gave you, but he rolled off of you shortly after and stood up.
I'll get the shower started. Don't laze around too long.
I'll be right behind you. As you walked to the bathroom, you catcalled him, so he paused in the doorway to strike a pose for you. After a shake of his rump, he disappeared through the doorway. No sense in wasting any time. Damn, is this going to be like a whole ass day? Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have waited. You stepped into the bathroom, and Harold was standing at the toilet with one fist planted on his hip and the other pointing his stiff dick down to guide the golden trickle running from it.
Such a pain peeing with wood.
Yeah. He gave his butt a scratch as you walked past him to test the heat of the shower water. The water was hot enough by the time Harold was finished, and he joined you in the shower as soon as he was done. You wasted no time, picked up the bottle of shampoo to squirt on Harold's chest, and you started kneading it into his fur. He let you work on his chest, and he focused on the top of his head. You gonna get this thing away? You gonna put this thing away anytime soon? He tapped his hard dick, still wagging in the air.
You know how it is the first thing in the morning. Once he's up, he's up.
He better calm down, though. We don't have time to deal with him.
Yeah, he'll soften up eventually. Just don't give him any attention.
It's hard not to when he keeps poking me.
Work on my back for now.
Are you sure that's gonna help? Ooh, another CG. That's fun. You swiped your soapy finger through the crack of his ass and he jumped.
Well, as long as you don't do stuff like that. You know what that does to me.
Okay, I'll behave for now.
Better, or you won't get anything later in the day.
Despite what you said, you used your soap-covered hands to grab his cheeks and roll them around while you cleaned his fur.
Thomas.
Just making sure it's clean, too. You slapped your hands against his back and rubbed the soap into him. You were forceful with it and pushed him against the wall while you worked, combining your cleaning session to a massage while working from top to bottom. How does that feel?
Good. You have no idea how much I appreciate you rubbing my back for me lately. Slept like a baby last night after you finished massaging me.
You really need to make sure you're standing up more often while you're working. Your back will thank you.
This feels targeted.
I had to get up like almost 2 hours ago to take the dog outside, and my back felt like hell. I even mentioned it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I just forget when I really get into the groove.
Same. You should set timers for yourself then. Maybe we should work some yoga into our morning routine to help you with that. I think we can fit 15 minutes of yoga into our mornings.
It just means less time for us to lounge and cuddle.
If it means you'll feel better, I'd be willing to make that sacrifice.
I don't know if I'd be willing to, so I'm gonna try the other methods first.
As long as you're making the effort, I think the back pain will start to let up. You finished with his back, but you continued to rub him a minute more before letting up. Okay, your back is done. Oh, your problem is also gone.
But who's to say it'll stay gone while I wash you?
Oh, let's just keep talking and maybe that'll help. Like, what do you want for breakfast? His thick fingers pressed into your chest and he worked the soap into a lather by circling his hands.
It won't help if the first thing that comes to mind is you.
Look, the goal is to keep you from being turned on again. My stomach is starting to grumble because I'm getting hungry.
How about sausage, egg, and cheese muffins? That's easy to make.
I'm fine with that. Is there anything else we need to do before we leave? Anything we need?
I don't think so. The books are at the bookstore already, and I have markers and pens for signing them loaded in my car already. I just have to show up at this point.
All right, good. Suppose we can eat breakfast, get dressed, and go right away. If we're early, I'll just give you a moment to make sure everything's in order.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel a little nervous, though.
How come?
What if nobody shows up?
He flumped against you and pinned you into the wall with his chin on your shoulder.
I put so much work into the second one, and this is the debut day for it. There's a chance nobody around here has even heard of it, and I'm doing a signing the day of the release.
His forehead, damn it! His forehead moved to the back of your head, and he hugged you, grumbling something you couldn't understand. Oh, come on. People will absolutely show up. You know, our friends will be there to support you too, and I'm sure there will be more people beyond them too.
That'll make me happy.
And I'll be there for you. I'll be supporting you for the entire event.
You really don't have to. I'll just be sitting at one spot for a few hours.
I guess I will be too then. I won't be leaving your side.
Thanks, baby bear. Knowing that you'll be with me makes it way less stressful.
Good. Now, how about we dry off and go have breakfast? I think we're both clean. Gotta make sure you get plenty of food in that belly before we go.
You sure it needs food? Oh, you sure it needs food?
He used his stomach to keep you pinned to the wall, and he just laughed as you struggled to free yourself. You thought you were free when he backed away, and he clasped his hands around your stomach to pull you into the water with him. Laughter filled the shower as he wrapped his soggy fur around you and wrestled to keep you held under the water until you were completely rinsed off. You calmed down once under the water together, though, so he let go of you. You were forced to spin around. As soon as you did, your lips met his against under the water. These epilogues are recent, I guess. He grinned through the kiss, kissing you several times over.
I love you.
I love you too.
Let's do this.
Mm-hmm. With all of his suds rinsed away, it was time to dry off and get ready to head out. Harold pulled into the parking lot for the bookstore, and for a moment, you both sat in silence.
I'm not seeing things, am I?
If you are, then I am too.
There's no way that line of people's for me, right? Did they schedule another event at the same time as mine?
That would be weird for them to do so, but might bring in more people all at once.
That has to be it.
You followed Harold through the parking lot and toward the building, and someone called out to you. Thomas!
I've been doing this for a few hours, sorry.
Thomas! Hey! Good morning, you two.
Good morning, Maria, Richard. What are you in this line for?
This is the line for your signing. Isn't it exciting?
Is it really? Are you sure this isn't a line for something else? It's your line, Harry. She made me check already.
Yes, these people are all here to meet you. There's gotta be at least 100 people out here right now.
Some of these folks been waiting here for a while. We've been here for almost an hour because Marie insisted we'd be near the front.
But the people in front of us, they started lining up around 6 this morning. Whoa, you're gonna have some big fans here today, Harold. Pop Bear, you okay?
I think he broke.
You waved your hands in his face, and he blinked a few times.
Oh,
Maybe we should get you inside so you can prepare yourself.
yeah.
He looked dazed as you guided him toward the front door. Well, see you guys inside. Again, inside. Of course.
Good luck, fellas.
Come on, maybe I should get you some coffee or something.
Hey, look! It's Harold Grifter! He's here! Hey, look, fellas!
And looked back to see Richard pointing at Harold as Maria swatted the rhino while trying to suppress her giggles. Harold turned, and the excitement of the crowd grew. Clapping and cheers broke out, and Harold hid his flushing face in his hands while you ushered him to the front door. Thank you all for showing up to support Mr. Grifter. He's really looking forward to meeting you all. Hey, it's the bookstore again. Noish. One of the associates at the bookstore unlocked the front door and let you and Harold in, and that's when he finally regained some of his composure.
That line really is for me, isn't it?
Seems so. You have your work cut out for you today. You ready for it?
I was expecting to have maybe 15 or 20 people come through to all of today. Tops. Not 100 people waiting outside before the store even opens.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine once the initial shock wears off.
Good. I'll be here with you the whole time, too. You grabbed his hand and squeezed it, and you felt him squeeze back.
Thanks, baby bear. You just being here and reassuring me is already putting my nerves at ease. I'm even starting to feel excited.
That's more like it. And look, that must be your table set up over there.
No, it is. They printed a whole cardboard cutout of the cover even.
There was a table not far off, that would be a typo, not far off from the entrance that was decorated with copies of Harold's newest book and a small display for his first one as well.
I have my own copies at home, but seeing this in an actual store makes my heart soar. Look, there's even a little biography about me here with my picture on it.
He picked up the display and read it over by himself with a broad grin spread across his face the entire time. When he put it down, he had to rub his eyes, and you noticed he was fighting back tears. Don't start crying before all your fans start coming in.
I'm trying. It's just, this means so much to me. It's a dream come true. I never imagined I'd be able to do this.
He hugged you without warning and buried his face in the crook of your neck to hide his tears.
I never would have made it here without you either, baby bear.
Nonsense. You hugged him and rubbed your hands all around his back. You're a skilled, creative man. You would have been able to make this happen with or without me.
That's not true at all. You've done so much for me. You've inspired me and pushed me to keep going. All of your encouragement and just everything you've done. I wouldn't have gotten this far without you. So, thank you, baby bear. Thank you for sticking with me and helping me make it here.
Oh, Papa Bear. I'm glad. I'm glad I could help you make it here. He hugged you tighter and rubbed his face against you while you kept rubbing his back. You're wiping your tears off on me, aren't you?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I love you, baby bear.
I love you too, Papa Bear. Now pull yourself together. We need to make sure everything's in order and get ready for your adoring fans. He nodded his head and pulled away from you to rub his hands against his eyes.
You're right. It's time to get this rolling. Thank you.
He leaned in to give you a quick kiss, then sat behind his table to look over everything. Oh, goodness. The manager that helped coordinate the event appeared, and the three of you discussed the details of what would be going on. Oh, fuck me. Everything appeared to be in order. Then the store would be opening soon. The manager was going to be working on keeping the line orderly while selling books, and your job would be to stay with Harold and help him with whatever he needed. You all set?
I need to pee.
You better go now, or you'll be holding it for the next 3 hours.
I think he's just from being nervous again, but I think I'll try just to make sure.
Harold jumped and rushed away. That bear. He's only away for a few minutes before he returned to his table.
Yep, just nerves.
You'll be fine, Harold. And the first few people come through, you'll calm down.
I hope so.
So if anyone wants your signature in the book, they have to have already bought the book or have brought a book from home. The manager will be giving people cards to indicate if they brought one, and I'll be punching them for verification. Then you can sign their book, make some small talk, whatever.
And printed covers of my book?
Those pictures are for anyone that wants one. You can sign those too.
Okay. Thank you for staying to help. I don't know if I'd manage all this on my own.
I'll do whatever I can to make things run smoothly. Don't be surprised if people ask for pictures with you too.
A picture with me?
Yes. You're officially a famous writer now, after all.
I'm not famous, though.
I get to tell people I'm dating a famous author. I'll be famous by association.
I really don't think I'm famous.
You better get used to it quick. It's time for the doors to open.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
You don't have much of a choice. Here comes your first fan. The doors to the bookstore were unlocked, and people from the line outside were allowed to start forming a line inside the store. You glanced down to see Harold fidgeting in his seat, so you put your hand on his shoulder and gave it a squeeze. I'll be right here the whole time, Papa Bear.
Thanks, baby bear.
The person at the front of the line stepped forward with 2 books in his hands. Hey, I don't recognize you, but you look cool.
Hello. Thank you for coming out today. Hello, Mr. Grifter. It is a pleasure to get to meet you. What can I do for you? I managed to get a hardbound copy of your first book, so I had to get a hard copy of your second one. I was hoping you could sign them both for me. Gladly. Do you have a preference where I sign it? The page with your bio would be perfect. And who should I thank here? My name is Roland. Got it. Well, thank you, Roland. Your support means a lot to me, and it's even more special to me since you were the first one in line. My shift starts soon, so I had to make sure I was here as early as possible. Glad I got here when I did, otherwise I might have had to skip out on the signing. I'm happy you were able to make it then. Would you mind if I asked what your favorite part of the book was? I think one of my favorite parts is when Zadal stepped up to protect Shard and showed how much his character changed throughout the book. Him risking his life like that just struck a chord with me. For a moment, I really thought you were going to let Zadal die. Ha! That scene. I really enjoyed how all that played out myself. I rewrote it over and over and over until I finally felt like it was complete. The way it ended up was perfect. Really, the whole book had me gripped from beginning to end. I'm looking forward to diving into that new one as soon as I can later. Thank you for that. I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I did writing it. If it's even half as good as the first one, I know I'll enjoy it. Personally, I think this one's even better. That makes me even more excited to read it.
Harold finished signing the books and handed them back to Roland.
Thank you so much, Roland. I'm really happy to have a fan such as yourself. Thank you as well, Mr. Grifter, for writing such captivating stories. You have a lot of people here to show their appreciation, so I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take one of these pictures, too.
He scrawled over another message on one of the printed cover pictures, and fuck! Come on now, and gave it to Roland.
Thank you again. I can't wait to read more of your work. Thank you, Roland.
Roland left the line, and Harold sighed as he looked up to you. First one down, how'd that feel?
Amazing! I'm already feeling more relaxed. First one was really nice to deal with, so as long as the rest are similar to him, it'll be a great event.
Good. You'll have a lot more people coming, so I hope that attitude sticks with you.
I think it will.
Guest after guest approached the table. Some had books to sign, some just wanted a signed picture, and all of them had nothing but praise to give to Harold over his book and their excitement for the new one. The line moved along, and then your friends popped up at Harold's table.
A couple of familiar faces. I'm glad to see you guys finally make it in here.
My, you've been busy, haven't you?
I have been, but it's been amazing getting to talk with so many people who... What the fuck was that noise? Oh, someone's in the bathroom. Who like what I've written. I never would have imagined so many people would have read it. Don't you know how many copies you sold? I have an idea, but it's still shocking to me anyway. There's something about actually meeting them in person that makes it feel so much more different.
Well, you have another fan right here. I'm so excited to get to read your second book. I even brought the first one I bought with me so I can have you sign it again.
A true fan. Your book looks well loved too.
I've read it 3 times. Richard even read it once.
Did you really, Richard? Yeah, I read it. Fantasy ain't really my thing, but Maria made me read it so we could talk about it. It was a good read, I reckon.
I guess. If you read it, you don't need to guess. I don't get it.
I might even read the second one since the first one was good. Well, I'm glad to hear it. If I can convert a non-fantasy lover into a fan, that's a huge win for me.
Don't listen to Richard. He will read your new book. He got a copy of it for himself.
I gotta show him support somehow. I appreciate it, Richard. Any kind of support means the world to me.
Go ahead and give him your copy so we can sign it. We're holding up the line. And I want to get a picture before we go. She went to fetch the manager to take the picture, and she dragged Richard over to you and Harold. Okay, everyone gather around for a quick photo. Oh, look at this. That's just lovely. The Stone Unholy Relics. That looks like a good book. And also that's just awesome. Look at that. Smile for the camera. Oh, okay, so they gave us an option to see the picture by itself. Perfect. Thank you so much. She got her phone back to do when she got her phone back so she could look at it and learn the typo, and she looked pleased with it. My, you're all such handsome men. I'll send you the picture, Thomas, so you can have it too.
Thank you, Maria.
I'm so happy to see you're both doing so well, and I'm thrilled to get home and start reading your book, Harold. You two have to come over sometime this week for dinner so we can talk about it.
I like how that sounds. How about you, Harold? I'd love that, Maria.
Perfect. I'll set up something with Thomas then.
All right, sounds good to me. Sounds like I got a good reason to grill then.
And I can bake a cake.
Your chocolate cake, by chance?
I know it's your favorite, so absolutely.
I'm even more excited now. I think we need to get moving now, Maria. People are going to start getting antsy.
Oh, yes. I hope you boys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you sometime this week.
Thank you both so much for coming by. I can't tell you enough how much it means to me. So really, thank you. You're welcome, Harry. You fellas take care.
Goodbye for now. Thanks, you too. I'll talk to you later. Ready to keep going?
Yes!
You motion for the next person in line to step forward, and the event continued. The first 2 hours were spent with a constant flow of people coming to the table to meet Harold. The line was eventually completely handled, and all was left were the occasional stragglers. How you holding up, Papa Bear?
A bit drained. I wasn't expecting so many people to come through here. I wonder just how many people I've met.
Let's see. By my count, we've had around 120 people come through.
Really? That many people?
Yep. I've been keeping a tally on my phone. I think I missed a few, but it's a good idea how many have been by. We can always find out how many copies of your book sold when we're done, too.
Oh, look who's here now.
Oh, hey, it's Dwayne. Character we don't know yet. But sure.
I'm glad you're able to show up, Dwayne.
I don't have a voice for Dwayne. I don't have a voice for him. Math teacher, sweater vest. I'm thinking something soft. easy to speak for 35 days in a row. I'm glad you texted me and reminded me. I would have forgotten.
Well, that's why I sent you the message.
Good morning, Mr. Lockwood. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Thomas. How are you today? How's the event going? It's great. We've had such a huge turnout, right, Harold?
Far better than I ever could have asked for. You wouldn't believe the line, Dwayne. When we got here, there's a line at least 100 people waiting.
I knew people loved your work, Harry. I'm so happy for you. How do I get a copy for you to sign? Do I buy it from you right here?
No, you need to. You don't need to buy one. I have yours right here and signed already.
Harold fished a hardbound copy of his book out from under the table and handed it to Dwayne.
Thank you for your support, Dwayne. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Harry. You didn't have to do that. I would have gladly bought one.
Nonsense! You painted the cover of it for me and didn't charge me, so it's the least I could do.
I'll start reading it tonight, and I'll be sure to leave a review for it when I'm done.
I would appreciate it.
He talked to Dwayne for a minute, and then he excused himself to run to the restroom. While he was away, another familiar face showed up. Hey, there we go. It's just a rogues gallery of people that we're getting to see. Except the team. I'm sure they'll pop up later.
Officer Gurr! It's a pleasure seeing you here.
I have no fucking clue what this character's voice was.
Good day to you, Harold. Thomas. I haven't seen either one of you since Diana's trial. I hope you two have been well. I'd assume it has been, judging by the looks of things here. In all honesty, things have been amazing. Good to hear. Things got a little emotional during the trial, and I was a little worried about you. I haven't had the chance to reach out lately, though. Yeah, that trial was pretty rough, but we got through it. Between Thomas and my therapist, I've been doing quite well. I've even exchanged letters with Diana a couple of times at the suggestion of my therapist. Is that right? Yeah. It helped me tremendously to be able to put my feelings into words and to know that she's read it. I told her I forgave her for what she did, among other things, and I found out she's been seeing a therapist too. There's been such a huge weight lifted off my shoulders knowing that she's getting the help she needs.
Hard to say if it's actually helpful, though.
What do you mean? Well, she is getting help. She has still expressed her unhappiness about my choices. That really isn't my problem, though. Not in the slightest. She can be upset all she wants about it.
Harold put his hand on your shoulder and pulled you over against him.
I'm happy with my life and the choices I've made. I wouldn't change any of it. Well, that's good. No, that's the wrong voice. Well, that's good to hear. I'm happy for the both of you. Thank you, Gurr. So what brings you here today? You here for my book, too? A buddy I work with showed up at the department a bit ago, all excited about the book he got. He was boasting about how he was first in line for it. First in line, huh? I remember him. When he showed me the book, I recognized your name and the picture in it. I thought I'd come down to say hello. I didn't realize you were a published author. It's still a recent thing that's happened. Well, congratulations on the publication. I might have to pick up a copy for myself. Well, if you do, you'll have to let me sign it for you. I will.
Hey, there's Dwayne. A lot of voices I'm unfamiliar with. I'm back. Sorry to keep you two waiting.
No worries, Dwayne. This cute fella, friend of yours.
Everyone is flirty.
Yes, Dwayne is a friend. We work together at the college. It so happens that he's the one that painted the cover for the book you see here. Did he now? The man's got some skill, it looks like. The cover looks wonderful.
Yeah, he's definitely skilled with what he does.
It seems so. I do appreciate a man with a creative side. Fucking hell. You can always take one of those cover prints with you if you like, Gur. These are free for me to hand out. I'll even sign it for you. Sure, I'll take one. Since the artist's here, would it be too much trouble to ask you to sign it too?
You want me to sign it?
You are the artist, aren't you?
I'm starting to realize that my Gur is slowly morphing into what Richard's original voice was.
Something like this.
So I need to lighten it up a little. It's getting too bad in the throat. Yes.
Then I absolutely want you to sign it.
Is that okay, Harold? Harold held out a marker to Dwayne.
Like I'd say no. I'd love for you to sign it too.
Dwayne took a marker and leaned over the table to sign the picture under Harold's signature. While you're at it, why not leave your phone number on the back of it too? Unless, of course, your phone number is already spoken for. My phone number? Why would you need that?
You're really a little oblivious sometimes.
Huh? Why do you say that? Harold and Gur exchanged glances, but then Harold leaned over and whispered something into Dwayne's ear. Really?
Really?
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Dwayne flipped the picture over and hastily scribbled his phone number on the back of it. Then he handed it to Officer Gur. I'm free this evening and all day tomorrow. You can call or text me anytime.
Good to know. I'm on duty for now, but I'll get in touch with you soon. And speaking of, I should get back to my patrols now. I've spent enough time in here. I'm glad to see things are going well for you both, Harold. We'll have to meet up for coffee or something one day to catch up more. I'd like that. You fellas take care. You too.
It's good to see you again, Officer Gur.
And I'll talk to you sometime soon too, Dwayne.
He gave the gorilla a wink and walked off. Do you really think he was into me?
Oh, he absolutely was, Dwayne.
He was definitely interested. He even said you were cute.
Well, that's a nice feeling. Gur's a nice guy. He really helped us out a lot, so go and have a good time with him when you can.
Like this just saying about the actual Gur.
I will. Looks like you have some more fans that want to talk to you too. I'll be going now so you can focus on them again. I'm really proud of you, Harold. I'm so happy I can call you my friend. Thank you, Dwayne. I'm glad we're friends too. Take care.
And let us know how things go with you and Officer Gur.
I will. See you later.
Dwayne left, and two more people approached the table with books in their hands.
Hello! Thanks for coming out.
Noon rolled around, so it was time for the event to end. While wrapping up, a few stragglers came up to Harold for his autograph to talk with him. It was nearly an hour after the time to stop before you were ready to go. Really? The team didn't show up? I mean, they're going to be there for the L&L later, but come on, man. All right, looks like everything's in order.
We don't have to do anything else?
No, manager said the staff would take care of putting the stuff up. We just have to take what we brought with us.
Did she tell you how many copies were sold?
All in all, she said there were 98 copies of the standard edition and 39 of the hardbound editions.
So
137 copies total. Not bad for half a day.
That's magnificent. That number matches up with the way my hand feels.
I suppose you're done writing for the day, huh?
Yeah, my poor hand needs a rest.
Do you think you can manage holding a plate full of food from the buffet?
Do you even have to ask? My stomach will force it to hold a plate no matter how sore it is.
Then shall we be off for some lunch? Celebrate a job well done.
Please. My stomach feels like it's already eating itself.
Well, let's go before you wither away, then. You hooked your arm into Harold's and left for the nearby buffet. Okay, so wow, we are... Because we've got the buffet, then the L&L, and the end of the day stuff. Like, these are all fucking huge scenes. I should have waited to do this. My throat is burning alive.